a quote that still sticks to me up to now, and it was saying we don't measure success over 5 years or 10 years or 3 years for that matter. We measure success every other day that we get to achieve, every other day that we live. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Maria, and in this video I want us to talk about the keys to a successful day, and that is your morning routine and why it's very important. Before we break it down, we need to first of all understand what a routine is. A routine is a set of activities that you perform repeatedly. That means you can do it monthly, you can do it weekly, you can do it daily. There are different productivity times for people. There are people that are very productive in the morning, usually termed as the early risers. Then there are those that are active when there is noise and there is a lot of activity going on during the day. And then there are people that are active late in the night. So it depends on who you are. Now, how you find out this is to assess yourself and see which time works best for you, because it will help you align your priorities at different times of the day so you can get the best out of it. And another thing to note about routines is that you will need a different routine for every other season of your life. If you are a student, your morning routine is definitely going to be different from a mother and maybe a content creator, a doctor. Every other person has a different routine in different seasons. So it is also important to assess yourself, see which season you're in and what routine you can bring into your life to have an ease, to be stable, be sane and happy and productive. Now, once you know which times are good for you, then you have to set intentions, to set the pace of the day. A routine helps you have a stability in life. By stability, I mean you know from one activity you go to the other. That way you try to save a lot of time and you're productive and you have results at the end of the day. I read a quote that still sticks to me up to now, and it was saying we don't measure success over 5 years or 10 years or 3 years for that matter. We measure success every other day that we get to achieve, every other day that we live. And what that really means, for you to win in the 5 years, you have to have accountability, set intentions, and it is hard to follow such intentions without having a routine that you live by. A routine gives you like a map on where to follow, what to do after the other, and it basically aligns your day. That means at the end of the day you're able to evaluate and find out, I've been able to do these things. And so if you win and succeed in one day and the next, at the end of the week you're going to have a successful one. And that means at the end of the month, if you keep repeating, you're going to see progress and productivity. That means in the 5 years the success will eventually be inevitable. And I would love to know how you follow along. Remember to subscribe, like this video and engage with me. Okay, winning the day starts with waking up early. On average, waking up early can be 5 a.m. Now by 5 a.m, that's before anyone else is up, and that means you get time to spend with yourself. Wake up early, spend time with yourself and cultivate positivity into the day. There are different ways of doing this. Prayer is something we definitely can't do without in our morning routine. When you wake up, you want to give glory and honor to the one who has given you life, who has still given you breath in your lungs. That way, you are affirming that you're grateful, you're thankful for the new day that is before you, and you're ready to take it on and win. When I wake up in the morning, I take daily declarations. I'm going to provide a link down. I found these declarations on YouTube, surprisingly, like 2 years ago, but I've been reciting these. Started with positivity, with gratitude, with thanksgiving for the fact that you're still alive, and have something, a tool that guides you in that positive meditation. It can be affirmations, it can be declarations, it can be words you talk over yourself, just to bring into that beautiful energy for the day, to set pace, to remind yourself that whatever it is, you've got it, that you have the support you need, that the day will be beautiful, you will be happy and healthy, and you will rejoice and be glad in it. Now, the power of having declarations is they become part of you. Sometimes you'll find yourself in funny, messy situations, but for some reason, because it's part of you, it's ingrained in your brain, you'll keep reciting the same thing and you'll find that you're feeling better about it. So I highly encourage, have something that brings positivity into your mind, something that reminds you that you're awesome, that you're cared for, that there is a special power, special force that is driving you into this world. And that takes me to the other point of the morning routine, that is stretches. So stretching is a way of waking up your body, right? You've been sleeping for 8 hours, some people sleep for 6 hours, depending on how long you spend in bed. The body has been at rest. sometimes it's hard to get this body up because it's been at rest entirely. So you want to be able to wake it up and make it active. I've found out that the days I stretch in the morning, I am more alert. I do not doze. I do not easily get fatigued and tired. I love to stretch and just rotate my neck to wake up the body, the muscles, and to just tell the body we are up, we are ready to keep rolling. On times when I don't wake up as early as I want to, I do this concurrently. I take the declarations as they are reciting, as they are playing in the background, and I'm stretching. Some people, however, prefer to go to the gym, and I completely understand because their routine allows for that. You don't need to be an expert at it. The thing is, you just need to keep starting. Try, and do not set overwhelming goals for yourself. Start by saying, I want to stretch for 10 minutes and set a timer for it. Find out if it works for you. If you do not know what to do, look up such videos on YouTube. There are so many trainers that talk about beginner guides. Bring firmness and fitness into the day. Another part of my morning routine is taking a glass of warm water before I take any other thing like breakfast or having a meal. Why warm water is very important is it flushes out toxins from the digestive tract. It detoxifies, so you need that. Usually when I want to be a little extra and prepared for the night, I squeeze a lemon into the water, but let me not even complicate it. Just have a glass of warm water in the morning. The reason why I love to have a glass of warm water in the morning is it speeds up my bathroom break. Quickly then I get into checking my emails, if there are any missed calls, if there are very urgent messages that I need to reply to, emails that I need to attend to before any other thing. That is also a way to start the morning so that you don't miss out on something important. If there is a deadline, if there is a call, emails will alert you that you're having, if you signed up for particular meetings, they'll let you know on which meetings you're having. So that is a nice way to have your morning set. Look out for which deadlines to beat in terms of which meetings to attend, what emergencies there that you need to reply to immediately. It could be a deadline for one application, a job, a scholarship, and things like that. Incorporate that into your routine so that you don't miss out on deadlines or any other emergency that there is to be taken care of. Not to get into everything that is there on the email, because once you start replying every other email, you're going to find that you can spend the whole day. In my experience, if I start to pay attention to every other email that comes in, I might not be able to do all the other things I need to do, because once you send, then it will lead to another, and then you have to check up documents. I highly recommend that by just looking at an email, you'll see if this needs my immediate attention. Do I reply to this right now? Do I wait until later? Have a simple but nutritious meal or breakfast for that matter. I usually have smoothies. They are easy and quick to make. There are so many recipes of these smoothies on Pinterest, on Google, on YouTube channels. So just find 3 that you think you like and try them and see if they're tasty. See if your body agrees. See if you're not allergic to any of those. A glass of juice if your routine allows to make for that. But I highly recommend things like smoothies, a boiled egg, a fried egg, a fruit. You can have a banana, you can have an apple a day keeps the doctor away. You can have there's so many various healthy, nutritious, simple snacks that you can have. These are easy meals to make. They save you time, but also they are nutritious for you. So you have something that is in your stomach. You don't want to go through the day when you're hungry, because you're going to be moody. And when you're moody, it's going to show, and then the day will be messy. So start the day with something to eat, something nutritious. This is when we break out variations for people who work at home and people who work from work. Right? If you're working from home, then you're in luck because you have a lot of time. You're not getting into traffic, you're not getting into all the delays that can happen on the way. So it's a nice way to utilize your work day productively. And for the people who go to work, I feel like there is no time lost, especially if you plan for it. You can listen to a podcast on your way. If it takes you like 15 minutes or so, find motivational podcasts to listen to, inspiration ones. You could find podcasts in your area of study. If you want to learn about business, there are so many materials that are free. If you just have internet, you can access all these and try to use your drive to work or your walk to work or whichever it is that you get to work productive, so you don't lose any minutes along the way. You've woken up early, you've taken your declarations, you've said a prayer, you've taken a glass of water, you've stretched, all these under 1 hour, right? and now you want to start the day. Thank you for watching this video and staying until the end. Now if you liked it, remember to give it a thumbs up, to subscribe if you haven't, and to share any other things that you think I've left out in the morning routine, particularly in this part of the video, because in the next one we'll cover another routine that I think can be good for elevation, for self-development and all those things. So it was lovely sharing this with you, and until next time, see you in my next video.